Would everyone please rise for our national anthem, which will be sung by one of the graduates, Charmaine Jones. Thank you, that was beautiful. Please continue standing for the invocation, which will be read by Professor Tarasco.
I would like to share a prayer with you, the prayer of St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Where there is hatred, let me sow love. Where there is injury, pardon. Where there is doubt, faith. Where there is despair, hope. Where there is darkness, light. And when there is sadness, joy. Grant that I may not so much seek to be consoled as to console, to be understood as to understand, to be loved as to love. For it is in giving that we receive, and it is in pardoning that we are pardoned, and it is in dying that we are born to eternal life. Amen.
Thank you, Professor Tarasco. Graduates, be seated. It's now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Diane Call, President of Queensborough Community College, who will now address the graduates.
Thank you. Welcome, families, friends, faculty, and especially graduates. I look at this class of 2014 and each of you as individuals and as very successful students, and I do so with enormous pride and admiration. It's a feeling that's shared by the faculty who are with us today, who've cheered you on all this time. Congratulations on your accomplishments. You chose one of the most difficult programs at QCC. In any year, thousands of students hope to study nursing. Our standards for admission are very, very high. And recently, only about 80 students begin the climb from NU 101. You earned your acceptance into NU 101, and you kept going through 4 semesters or more of clinical study. And today, 37 of you have successfully completed this degree program from all the thousands who so wanted it. We tested you, and you tested yourself. You sacrificed in small and significant ways to reach your goal, as have your family and your friends who supported you and encouraged you and now celebrate your success. You are as much survivors as you are graduates. And I know you share this triumph with your family and your friends, many of whom had to wonder, along with you, if all the sacrifices and the absences from their lives and family events was in fact worth it. It was, and it is. Ladies and gentlemen, these 37 graduates are among the best and the strongest of the QCC class of 2014. They come from the US, Asia, Africa, the Caribbean, and Central and South America. 22% of our graduates today are men. That's more than twice the national average. It's a point of pride for all of us. Almost half of you already hold a degree, and you plan to continue. Queensborough has led CUNY with the university's first dual joint degree program in nursing, the associate degree and then the baccalaureate. We have it with Hunter. We were the first in the university. And now we have 2 more schools to which our students as graduates in nursing can go, York and CUNY School for Professional Studies. When someone decides to enter the nursing profession, it means they choose to help people who are in need. Professional nursing responsibilities have changed considerably over time. Today's nurses are highly respected and valued members of the healthcare team who bring their own body of knowledge to the process of healthcare and who collaborate with physicians and members of other healthcare disciplines to meet patient needs. The need for registered nurses is projected to grow almost 19% in the next 10 years, faster than in almost any other occupation. And that's because of many reasons: the emphasis on preventive care, the growing rates of chronic illnesses such as diabetes and obesity, and the demand for healthcare services from the baby boomer population as they live longer and more active lives. And thank goodness for me, because I'm a baby boomer, you're going to be there for me. Nurses are the human component in the healthcare delivery system. And in earning your degree, you have been uniquely prepared to reach out to those in needs, filling the void of human caring created by clinical environments. It's a grave responsibility. You're a member of the most trusted profession in the world, and it is your calling to be there for those in pain and suffering, those in fear, and those that are moving on to worlds beyond us. So take a moment, graduates, to reflect on your role as a nurse and the importance you play in the community and in our society. Relive the special moments when you realized how you made a difference and the satisfaction that you felt knowing you were able to help. It is an honor and a privilege to serve as you will and to possess the skills that are so uniquely nursing. Graduates, please remember what you have already discovered about yourselves. You have talent and you're extraordinarily self-disciplined. You can survive any obstacle. You make a very important difference in many lives. And please remember that laughter and friendship are sustaining, whether the worst of times or in triumphs. And triumphs you have. You are match tough. So going forward, take care of yourself. Make time for yourself. Stay curious about the things around you in your profession. And please remember Queensborough, the faculty, the staff, and your fellow students who took this journey with you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Call. And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you the chairperson of the nursing department, Professor Anne Marie Menendez, to address the graduating class.
Good afternoon, graduates. How wonderful it must feel to celebrate after all your hard work and sacrifices you've made to get to this point. I know many of you have juggled family responsibilities and work, and many even full-time. We applaud you for your determination and your fortitude. We often speak in education of the opportunity to change lives through teaching. As educators, we believe we can influence our students through books, readings, writing, and reflection. We utilize the latest technology to augment our lessons. We incorporate service learning to address local needs while developing academic skills and fostering a commitment to the community. All this to mold you into the nurse who will meet the needs of patients and families in a highly complex healthcare arena. But as you leave Queensborough, one of your most important teachers has yet to present themselves. That is your future patients. Indeed, your patients will teach you many valuable lessons and will inform who you are and who, more honestly, you will become. You will care for people when they enter the world and notice that although their entrances are similar, their paths can be quite different. You will care for patients who recover health and those that do not. You will notice the choices they have made and how they respond to their health challenges. You will see patients suffer both physically and mentally and wonder how some are so very strong and others need much support and encouragement. And you will see people at the end of life and listen as they review their past and long for the future. You will hear of their accomplishments and failures. You will notice who is at the bedside of your patients and who is not. You will be privy to their deepest fears and biggest regrets. You will share their most joyful moments. When I look back on my patients, I notice how their stories have influenced my story. I notice how I have become more patient, more hopeful, more grateful. I have shared their stories to teach you lessons. Now you will hear your own stories and create your own lessons. There is a saying that when the student is ready, the teacher presents themselves. As you begin your practice of nursing, my wish for you is that your teachers are many, your lessons are meaningful, and that you are ready. I wish you all the best, class of 2014. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Menendez. And now, Professor Janice Malloy from the nursing faculty will deliver the congratulatory address, and I must make note that the students have selected Professor Malloy to do this task, which she does so beautifully.
Good afternoon. Family, friends, faculty, graduates. It is my great pleasure to deliver the congratulatory speech to a group of students who worked tirelessly with sacrifice and dedication to adhere to the numerous requirements here at Queensborough needed for a successful completion of this program. Congratulations on a job well done. Recently, while going through some nursing journals, as you will all be doing shortly, I came across an ad for an RN position which read as follows. Being a nurse means you will never be bored. You will sometimes be frustrated. You will sometimes step into the lives of patients who will bless you, who will curse you. You will see people at their worst, and you will see people at their best. You will see life begin, grow, and end. You will experience resounding triumphs and devastating failures. You will laugh and you will cry. You will never cease to be amazed at people's capacity for love, courage, and endurance. The end of the ad read, "The faint of heart, please do not apply." I am proud to say that every QCC graduate on this stage can apply for this job. Absolutely. They all exhibit caring, which is the central focus of any nursing practice. Graduates, as you leave your home here at Queensborough, the Medical Arts Building, 3rd floor, here is my hopes for each and every one of you. I hope you will always honor this noble profession you have entered with honesty and integrity. I hope you know that laughter is just as important as patient identification. I hope your thirst for learning will continue for yourself, for your patients, and forever. I hope you remember the alphabet soup of the ABGs and the cascading of the EKGs. I hope you maintain your personal wellness and happiness as you are the anchor to healthcare. I hope your curiosity continues to grow each and every day of your nursing career, and you never stop asking, "Tell me why." I hope you remain the caring, nurturing, kind nurses you are at this very moment. And my last hope is that you realize the best way to find yourself is to lose yourself in the service of others, as quoted by Gandhi, not Malloy. So as you transition from pupil to professional, remember we talked about the heart a lot, right? A lot. So now, please go and talk from your heart. Keep calm, ask questions, and carry on. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Malloy. We will now proceed with the lighting of candles. The students have selected Mrs. Barbara Caravanos and Mrs. Audrey Maroney to begin lighting the candles. This is a very important tradition in honoring the students, so please hold all your applause and your cheers until after the candle lighting and until after the nurses recite their pledge. Damian Evko. Jason Dong. Soraya Ricardo. Jessica Shea. Toby Ann Hall. Charmaine Jones. Itai Matute. Marion Moore. Celine Clarice Hawks. Tamar View. Bradley Adams. Jennifer Quinones. Monique McKenzie. Fan Jin. Catherine Hicks. Andrew Hilbert. Charmaquetta Nicole Kaysen. Jennifer Navarretto. Lilauti Singh. Sunny Rue. Peng Lin. Chao Yi Zhang. Dharani Daniram. Shamima Begum. Stephanie Torres. Lauren Fertel. Zhaoyan Shu. Lulu. Patricia Prasad. Minerva Brandon. Lanasha Joseph. Byron Mendoza. Nicole Bermisa. Sherelle Miller. Karen Gray. Sasha Cleary. And now 3 members of the Student Nurses Association, Nicole Bermisa, Karen Gray, and Sherelle Miller, will lead the class in reciting the Nurses Pledge.
I will strive with all my being and with the help of God to become an open, honest, kind, and diversified individual. In doing so, I will attain the qualities essential in the practice of nursing. For it is only after realizing one's self-worth we are able to promote that of others. Deliverance of high-quality health care is of essential importance. But let us also reach beyond a treatment or diagnosis. And remember that entrusted to my care is a human being with all the loves, hates, fears, and idiosyncrasies that are an integral part of the human species. Let me not grow too comfortable in my knowledge, but actively seek out new information or continuance of my education. Being a nurse requires continuous growth. I dedicate myself to this cause and my life to the profession of nursing.
Congratulations to the graduates. Graduates, please extinguish your candles. Graduates, be seated. And now, the president of the Student Nurses Association, Sasha Cleary, will deliver the farewell address to her class. I got it.
Good afternoon. I need a moment before I begin. I'm currently experiencing tachycardia and diaphoresis. I need Ativan stat. In layman's terms, my heart is beating very fast and I'm sweating. This is a feeling that we all can relate to. Before every exam we took in the nursing program, after every exam, during every critical element, you name it, we felt it. On behalf of all 36 graduates, we welcome you to our candlelighting ceremony. Thanks to God for making this day a reality. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Thank you, President Diane Cole, Vice President of Student Affairs Karen Steele, Vice President Reiner, and our very own nursing chairperson, Anne-Marie Menendez. With QCC's vision and solid leadership, we stand here before you as the 2014 graduates. To a special group of nurses, our QCC nursing faculty, your commitment, encouragement, compassion, and knowledge is recognized and appreciated by each and every one of us. I am proud to say that every graduate here today has a positive experience to share about each faculty member. The intensity of QCC's nursing program requires support. And this faculty has provided us with the supportive environment which was conducive to our learning and growth over the years. Their strong passion, knowledge base, and varied teaching techniques equipped us with the skill sets we needed. Thank you. Sorry. Okay. To the special group of nurses, our QCC nursing faculty, your commitment, encouragement, compassion, and knowledge is recognized and appreciated by each and every one of us. I am proud to say that every graduate here today has a positive experience to share about each faculty member. The intensity of QCC's nursing program requires support, and this faculty has provided us with a supportive environment which was conducive to our learning and growth over the years. Their strong passion, knowledge base, and varied teaching techniques equipped us with the skill sets we needed to be successful in this dynamic program. They transformed us from timid, wide-eyed, awkward student nurses in NU 101 to confident, safe, independent, and efficient NU 202 graduates. Now, don't get me wrong, this faculty was very tough. As the standard was excellence, and they demanded nothing less. We had to rise to the occasion each and every time, regardless if we had tears in our eyes or feelings of embarrassment from their guiding words. This forced us to critically look at ourselves and make that informed decision as to whether this field of work was for us. And look where we are here today. I would like to give a special thank you to our social science, English department, and our biology department. We all had to master anatomy and physiology. I can remember wearing a mask for the very first time, and it was not during my clinical assignments, but during A&P lab to hide the formaldehyde smell. Now, tell me later, which smell is worse, formaldehyde or C. diff? To the parents, family, friends, and loved ones that are present today, I want to give a huge thank you. Thank you for your presence in our lives. Thank you for standing beside us, dealing with the panic moments, the attitudes, the down times, and the high times. Praising us when we did well and encouraging us when we fell short. Believing in us when at times we did not believe in ourselves. Sharing our hopes, our dreams, and our future. This ceremony allows us to share our successes with you. With your support, we can celebrate our achievements today. To my mother, I couldn't begin to thank you for your support, tough love, and guidance throughout my life. Because of you, I am able to represent my class at such an honorable event. To my family and friends who hung in there with me and believed in me, thank you. I'm emotional. Standing on the stage today and being pinned by a faculty member signifies our official completion of this prestigious nursing program. We have been waiting for this day, this time, this very moment for so long. Queensborough has been many of our homes for quite a few years, and this is officially the end of our journey here. The candlelight and pinning ceremony signifies the transition from a student to a graduate nurse. This tradition began in 1860 by our philosopher and founder of nursing, Florence Nightingale. She spent endless nights providing personal care for the wounded and established her image as the lady with the lamp. To my elite 8, the evening students, we know rounds at night all too well. Leaving clinicals at 11 p.m., that was late enough for us. Modern nurses retired wearing the nursing caps. However, we continue to proudly wear this unique pin that represents our School of Nursing. I will wear my pin proudly throughout my career as a nurse. This is our Medal of Honor. This is for all of our dedication, hard work, sleepless nights, and sacrifices we made to complete the nursing program. With that said, let's take a trip down memory lane. Going through this program has been an emotional roller coaster for some of us, but at this very moment, I know that we are all proud. Most of us will never forget many of our firsts in this program, like our first friend, our first nursing professor, our first clinical rotation, our first time using a stethoscope correctly. This might sound silly, but I'm guilty. Our first sim lab, our very first patient, our first physical assessment. I won't share, but Professor Hutchinson, I will never forget. Our first trach patient, she gave me advice, and that was to never pick up a cigarette. Our first IV setup, our first injection, our 100th heparin injection, our first stage 4 wound dressing, our first whiff of C. diff, our first assistance in a natural birth, our first C-section, our first operating room rotation, our first study group, the first time we held a newborn that was only hours old, and our first newborn diaper change, our first pediatric client, our first all-nighter, our first tears, our first hugs, our first psych patient, our first day signing the NU202 sheet in the Nursing Resource Center, realizing that we made it. All 37 of us who signed that sheet at the beginning of this semester has made it through this program. Now, Don't forget our last group project, the last HESI, and the last of Queensborough Community College. These moments will live with us forever. So, to my fellow graduates, I will take this time to share with you. Throughout this nursing program, there are several skill sets that I have acquired as I continue to grow and develop in the field. I would like to share with my friends, the graduates of 2014, as we say farewell this afternoon. Self-awareness. Self-awareness is having a clear perception of your personality, including your strengths, your weaknesses, your thoughts, your beliefs, your motivation, your emotion, and how it impacts others. Self-awareness allows you to understand other people, how they perceive you, your attitude, and your response to them in that moment. In nursing, it is imperative that you know who you are and what you can contribute to the profession of nursing. Being self-aware as nurses creates adaptable environments and ensures that you are promoting optimal care. We treat our patients and their families as if they were one of our own. A part of being self-aware, we know that people will at times forget your name, but they will never forget how you have impacted their lives. So remember, we do not need to hear the thank you from the patients and their families, but be fulfilled with knowing that you have genuinely performed your obligations and duties as a nurse. A recent quote I read defined the true meaning of being a nurse. Being a nurse isn't about grades. It's about being who we are. No book can teach you how to cry with a patient. No class can teach you how to tell their family that their parents have died or are dying. No professor can teach you how to find dignity in giving someone a bed bath. A nurse is not about the pills or the charting. It's about being able to care for the people when they're at their weakest moments. To my SNA team, a job well done. We accomplished all of our goals set forth this semester. I hope we all took away leadership skills that will follow us throughout our lives. Thank you for your devotion to Queensborough Student Nursing Association. I am honored to be in front of you today. I am grateful to be your classmate. I am proud to call you my friends. I am so pleased with each and every unique nurse on the stage today. I foresee continued growth and love for the profession of nursing. I am confident that we will give QCC's Nursing Spring 14 a passing rate of 100% on the NCLEX. We are all fully devoted and determined, and I wouldn't hesitate to put my life in your hands. We are the Strong 37. This is a dream come true. Congratulations to us, we really made it. This is truly a bittersweet moment, but goodbyes are not forever. Goodbyes are not the end. They simply mean I will miss you until we meet again. Thank you.
Thank you, Sasha. Now the students will receive their nursing pins. For the presentation of the pins, the students have selected Professors Malloy, Stroline, Spencer, and Hutchinson. Graduates, please stand. Congratulations to the graduates and their families and friends. Job well done, guys. Absolutely. I'd like to thank David Taubman, who provided the beautiful piano music to accompany the celebration. And great thanks to Professors Georgilius, Bentley, and Baer, who organized this as they do each semester and assisted in this event. Many hours went into this. And last but not least, thanks to our stage managers, John Funke and Mark Amsterdam, who direct this program and also spend many hours in rehearsals with us, as they do each semester, because without them, this could not go on. So we hope you enjoyed this program. But before you go out and celebrate, we invite you to join us for refreshments in the lobby of the Science Building. There will be ushers, student ushers, to help you get there. And before leaving, please wait until all the graduates have left the auditorium. Thanks, and have a great day, and have fun celebrating.